I hear a lot of people, both on the left and right, that are complaining about the disparity of wealth that exists in the United States and that is growing around the world as those who own capital, as those who are on tech, magnify their ability to produce by the new productivity levels that technology brings us. And this is part of the reason that people at Google, people at Facebook, because they can scale. Each effort is scalable across hundreds of millions of cell phones around the world with a single push of a button. And that makes a dramatic difference in the impact and the productivity that one can have for the world versus somebody that is doing manual labor, that can only move bricks, that is chopping down wood, that is cleaning. And these are done by individuals that simply don't have the same level of productivity because they don't have access to the technological tools. But regardless of this, when you are creating all this wealth, you are actually dramatically raising the tide of humanity and the living level. So even though there was less disparity in wealth, say in the 1960s and the 1950s than there is today, and I grant you that fact, the truth is, would you rather be wealthy then or lower middle class today? Because the truth is that people today, there's never been a greater time to be alive. And people today have access to any education that they desire on YouTube at their fingertips, on a device that might, with an Android phone, cost $100 for something that definitely works. And you have all this productivity available to you to expand your mind, to be able to shoot video. I mean, if you take a look at Steven Spielberg in the past, he used to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars for a small shot, perhaps, with the film, with the camera crew. Today you have virtually all that, a little microphone available to you, just using your phone. You're getting access to better medical care than J.P. Morgan or John D. Rockefeller had, just being a normal person in today's society. And so I don't think that being poor today is like being what it was like to be poor in the 1950s and the 1800s, whenever you want to take out and extrapolate back in time. I mean, the level of human beings and our quality of life has risen so dramatically in the last 10 years with the advancements of technology. I mean, anybody can book a ticket on Southwest Airlines for $50 if you do it in advance, San Francisco to Vegas or whatever. I mean, King Louis, no matter how much gold he had stacked up to the roof, could never purchase a plane ticket because planes simply were not invented yet. And it is just unfathomable to me that people aren't grateful for the opportunities that are available to us, the ability to learn how to code, the ability to learn anything that you want on YouTube, access to the world's knowledge just at the click of a button on Siri, on Google Now, whatever you're using, is just available. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm incredibly grateful to be alive. And I really think that rather than focus on what other people have, when we focus on what we have that we didn't have previously, what we didn't have yesterday, and the ability to produce something better tomorrow, when we focus in on that, we become grateful and we become more able and capable to achieve rather than being resentful of those who have more than us. And I don't think there's ever been a better time to be alive because of all the technological progress that exists today. And I'm just grateful. I am grateful for being able to fly places. I'm grateful for being able to communicate with my family, via video chat that when I was a kid was like a pipe dream. It's amazing. And I just think that despite the fact that some people have a greater number of zeros in their net worth than others, that we as a society and as a nation, even though it's not necessarily human nature because you're constantly comparing yourself to other people and you're competing against them for resources and mates, the fact is that if you want to revert the clock in technology back to 1970, 1960, 1980, whatever date that you want to input into that time machine calculator, you are going to be far worse off, despite the fact that there is a narrower disparity